What, like? Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this is happening in the Collin Sexton. Sexton? What is he doing? What's going on?
The Cavaliers had
what's
a pretty
going on?
bonkers season last year.
What's going on?
Last year, the Cavs will draft Evan Mobley, somebody that drew comparisons to Paul Gasol and Chris Bosh. And while he's not exactly either of those players, there are similarities, and his talent is astronomical. Mobley is 7 feet tall. He weighs 215 pounds and possesses a 7'4" wingspan that he uses to deter shots at the rim. Mobley is one of those bigs that routinely makes me do double takes because of their truly unique versatility. He does a lot of things that I feel like he just shouldn't be doing.
He's going to be in Cleveland for 3 years, and then you're going to pack yourself out of there. No cap. He's going to get up out of there.
Versatility.
Nobody want to be in Cleveland.
He does a lot of things that I feel like he just shouldn't
giving
be
him
doing.
The bag.
But at the same time, I feel like it's also the future of basketball. The Mobley and Allen pairing would secure Cleveland's front court as one of the best young ones in the NBA, with Jared Allen notching an all-star appearance this past season. Cleveland has made me a firm believer of the best player available approach when it comes to the NBA draft. When the Cavs took Evan Mobley, they already had Jared Allen. When the Cavs took Darius Garland, they already had Collin Sexton.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
If the Cavs don't take Darius Garland in the 2019 NBA draft and instead decide to draft for fit, maybe they end up with Jarrett Culver instead of what is now their franchise point guard. Last year, we would get to watch the emergence of their franchise point guard Darius Garland firsthand. Pretty hard to believe that this guy had articles written on him in his rookie year.
Yeah, because he was injured, like, in the beginning of his college season at Vanderbilt.
Questioning if he was one of the worst players in the emergence of their franchise point guard Darius Garland firsthand. Pretty hard to believe that this guy had articles written on him in his rookie year questioning if he was one of the worst players in the NBA because of advanced statistics. Admittedly, I was never a fan of the Sexton and Garland pairing, but I was always high on Garland. November 12th, I actually tweeted that he could be a
superstar. He needs more shot aggression. He's a pass-first point guard. Like, I remember seeing his, like, he was in open gym. He passes the ball first. Like, he has a tight handles quick as hell, but he passes the ball first.
But I was always high on Garland. November 12th, I actually tweeted
he plays his position very, very well.
But he just needed more shots and aggression. And while unfortunately, Garland would be forced to become a more aggressive version of himself due to the early season injury to Collin Sexton, and also Ricky Rubio tearing his ACL. Rubio was so good before he went down with his ACL tear.
That man old too, so he's kind of done.
I can't believe that some of his averages weren't better. He had a real impact on that team, and when that team lost him, they lost a lot. Watching him play with two athletic bigs is something that I look forward to doing again. Guys, I don't care what Cleveland's record was to finish last season. Last year, they were really good. But unfortunately for them, their injuries were really bad.
He did a Jordan dunk. That's
Sexton's
crazy.
Injury couldn't have came at a worse time, as it would come in a season where
Farewell, expensive fitness gear. I can't afford you.
Don't give up the things you love. State Farm has rates that
Collin will be preparing for restricted free agency. The 11 games that Collin played last year are a small sample size that wouldn't reflect Collin's true ability. Now, if we were to go back to the 2020 to 2021 season,
he can go somewhere.
Would tell a different story.
I believe that if he leaves, he's gonna get like 50 to 70 mil. I don't think he's gonna get nowhere near 100 mil. He didn't do enough to get 100 mil. You feel me? He didn't do enough, in my opinion.
2021 season,
50 to 70 mil, 3 years.
Would tell a different story.
That's what I think
Sexton
he gets
would average
if he don't do any.
24.3 points and 4.4 assists on 47.5% from the field.
Never mind. Never mind. I take that back. I didn't know his stats. So that's like 80, 90, 3 year, 4 year.
Points and 4.4 assists on 47.5% from the field.
Minimum
and
80, 90
from the three. This year, Sexton would only average 16 points and 2 assists.
Oh, never mind.
While these averages aren't bad by any means,
mind.
They don't exactly scream high-dollar contract, especially when there's
That's
already
what I'm saying. I already knew what I was talking about. Like, that was the year before he got injured. Then he played 11 games and only averaged 15. He's getting like, I say 30 to 50, 50 to 80, like somewhere around there.
By any means, they don't exactly scream high-dollar contract, especially when there's already another high-level point guard.
Yeah, he's out of there. Sexton is out of there, bro.
Played in the All-Star game at the age of 22. Oh, and by the way, your team just had its most successful season since the departure of LeBron James. While you were hurt, there's no doubt that the Cavs
might be
played
packed
this
up
past season with improved ball movement and as if they actually enjoyed the game of basketball.
But I don't think he's gonna get packed up. I don't think he's gonna get packed up. You know what I'm saying? Either he's just gonna play second to him. Sometimes they'll be on the floor at the same time, or they just probably gonna use him as a trading piece to get more pieces in. You know what I'm saying? They got stuff to move around, bro.
And as if they actually enjoyed the game of basketball. When the Cavs were bad, we saw things like this way more frequently than we should.
You know, like I say, that's just his nature. It is. Great nose for offensive rebounding.
They don't give a fuck.
It's more of just kind of an innate ability than anything.
Shot clock down to 2.
This play literally gives me vibes of Kobe being frustrated that Lin would not foul. If you guys thought that Love clip was bad, well, unfortunately, things get a whole lot worse.
What happened?
I've seen multiple reports over the years alluding to Collin Sexton being a terrible teammate.
Yeah, he's out of there.
May 4th, 2021, The Athletic reported that various Cavs players still grow frustrated by the way that Sexton dominates the ball.
Yeah, he's out of there. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. That injury just fucked you up. You gone. You gone. You gone. Like, you gone. They about to use you as a trading piece to get more pieces in there. Like, you gone this year, bro.
Various Cavs players still grow frustrated by the way that Sexton dominates the ball, and opponents taunt them by saying during games that you know he's not going to pass you the ball. That is wildly
that is crazy.
Disrespectful. I'm not going to call these reports true or anything like that, but what The Athletic just explained is a very bad feeling for a hooper to have. There's nothing worse than working all game, getting open, and trying to find good shots while playing team ball to not get the basketball. I'm pretty sure we've all been there. I remember one time I literally walked off the court and told my team to pick somebody else up because I wasn't getting the ball wide open, not at the three-point line, but right under the basket. These days, I feel like playing pickup is like playing the rec on 2K. You really got to go with at least...
How does he have a white jersey? That makes no sense. 2K, fix your game, bro.
I feel like playing pickup is like playing the rec on 2K. You really got to go with at least a few people you know. Now, these reports surrounding Sexton were so
unless you're a
loud
center. If you're not a center going into the rec, bro,
let's just go ahead and quote
Sexton. Or a guard, that's nice.
Quote, he might be screaming at me right here, but there's a message behind it. Knowing that there's no bad people on our team, and everybody is coming from a good place. I know everyone's here to pretty much help. Whenever I say something, I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to show them up or just trying to say something just to say something. I just make sure I come correct and come the right way. There's only one end goal, and that's to win. No one is trying to show each other up. JB Bickerstaff established that from the get-go and established at the beginning of the season that everyone is here to get better. And if you have something to say, make sure you tell it in a way that's coming off genuine and from the heart. What I got from this is that while Sexton may correct his teammates, he's articulating that he's doing it coming from a good place. Let me know what you guys think of these comments from Sexton down in the comments below. Now, at the time that I'm making this video, Collin Sexton is still a free agent. July 24th, the Cavaliers tried to change.
Oh, he's a free agent right now. You out of there, my boy. You out of there, my boy. No cap. If they didn't give you no paper yet, you out of there. Here's what the Cavs is doing right now. They waiting for somebody to give you an offer. You know what I'm saying? If the offer is not up to par, bro, then you're out of there. You know what I'm saying? They're just waiting for an offer. Like,
Collin
you know what I'm
Sexton
saying? You're not trash at all.
Agent.
Like,
July
you know what I'm saying?
24th, the Cavaliers tried to change that, but they would have no luck.
But you can come to the Kings, you know what I'm saying?
Offer Collin Sexton a 3-year deal worth around $40 million.
What I say? I told you, 30 to 50 mil, 3 years. Come on, bro. I know this shit, bro. I know this shit. Come on.
Offer Collin Sexton a 3-year deal
I know this
worth
shit,
around
bro.
$40 million. Reportedly, Collin Sexton wouldn't be very pleased with this offer. A Cavs insider said that it's...
But at the same time, it's like, bro, you didn't do nothing in your contract season. You averaged 15 points for 11 games and got in exit, bro. You're not worth spending that bread.
He believes that he should get, and his camp believes that he deserves. The Athletic would basically co-sign this notion, as Shams would report that Clutch Sports have shown so far that they won't settle in negotiations. Discussions could go into training camp and potentially into the season. This is very bad news for Collin Sexton, unless the Cavaliers basically just decide to cave in. The Cavs have all of the negotiating power here.
Yeah,
Sexton
you didn't do nothing
last
season.
A major injury, he's already undersized, and if he takes that qualifying offer, who's to say that the Cavs don't bench him? With restricted free agency, if you're not getting a max or close to it, then you might just be at the mercy of the market, which can be very unforgiving. Now, Sexton is a lot of things, but what he isn't is a bad basketball player. He competes every night, and while he is an undersized scoring guard, he's a competitor that has, at worst, gotten better on the defensive side of the basketball. Don't forget that if he were to return to Cleveland, he'd also have multiple footers playing behind him. Now, there are some questions like, will he reach his ceiling in Cleveland, and could he be more valuable for another team? Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at this pair going in separate directions.
I don't know. What team he will go on? I don't know. Put in the comment section down below. You feel me? Put in the comment section down below. You know what I'm saying?
About 15,000 cups of coffee. So Colgate created Optic White Pro Series toothpaste with the power to remove 15 years of stains for a Pro Series smile. Colgate Optic White Pro Series.
I teeth white. Stop playing with me.
Your translation device works.
Amazing. Say peanut butter.
Absolutely not. Sandra, what's next?
We need to hire, order supplies, control spend.
Just use Amazon Business. Hey, everyone, peanut butter.
Amazon Business.
Peanut
partner
butter.
For smart business buying.
But I do want Sexton to get his respect. Regardless of how anybody feels about Sexton, I think that most of us can agree that him still being available is wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy.
Garland carry the load last season, you could never have too much scoring or guard depth, which is why the Cavs added LeVert, brought back Ricky, and drafted Agbaji.
Yeah, he's gone.
Which is why the Cavs added LeVert, brought back Ricky, and drafted Agbaji, a 6'6" wing with a long wingspan at 6'10", whose shooting got him compared to Desmond Bane. He's a nasty athlete too. Throwing a two-way player like him into the mix is going to be a lot of fun for Cleveland. I had him ranked as one of the most NBA-ready prospects in this year's draft. I think that his selection is going to pay dividends for the Cavs. In the comments below, I want to know what you guys think the odds of Sexton remaining in Cleveland are. While I know it's still a possibility, honestly, I'm not too optimistic with some of these reports that I've seen dropping. July 27th, a report dropped that there are multiple people inside the organization that if they had to choose between Caris and Collin, that they would take Caris over Collin because of his size. The report would go on to talk about the defensive versatility and that they liked what they saw with Caris and Darius together. These reports honestly remind me of what the Golden State Warriors said when they traded D'Angelo Russell. They liked Russell, but at the same time, they wanted more versatility and length on the defensive side of the basketball.
That's why they got Wiggins.
Versatility and length that they got in exchange for D'Angelo Russell proved to be pretty valuable to them, if you ask me. When it comes to a market for Collin Sexton, I've seen some things like the Wizards might be interested and that the Jazz have explored signing trade options that would send Mike Conley to the...
Wizards would be tough. Wizards would be very tough. Him, Build, Kuzma, Porzingis, Harrell, come on now.
Cavs. If Mitch gets traded, then that Jazz trade really interests me. The Jazz buying low on Collin Sexton in a rebuilding year.
See, I told you, bro, you could just buy Sexton and use him as a trading piece to get more people because people are not going to Ohio on a free agent contract. You feel me? That's just not happening, bro. This is not happening.
Trade really interests me.
This is not happening.
The Jazz buying low on Collin Sexton
this is just not happening.
Year and letting him rebuild his value while tanking for one of the best prospects that we've ever seen sounds generational.
Hey!
Sign me up for that. Let me know what you guys think of everything down in the comments below. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm GETLIKECOOP bringing you guys this.
Facts, man. Facts. Great video. W video. W fucking video.